What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only Border Why No Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in the news, and look what looks to be all official for a September showdown between the two mega stars. All right. This is Terence Crawford verified verified Twitter account or X account, and he says, "I'ma shock the world. Watch he meant to say the best is yet to come. I had it in my back pocket this whole time." And it says, he also says, "Remember what you said about me. I've been doubted my whole career. Some still doubting me now, and I love it." So that kind of verifies what we've all been like thinking about with him as far as Terence Crawford getting the fight with Canelo. Now, if you follow my channel, I've been one going against this fight, not because I have any disdain for Terence Crawford, but actually because I have so much love for Terence Crawford, and I don't want to see Terence Crawford. Listen, I know Terence Crawford is an incredible talent. I mean, incredible talent. One of the best welterweights. It definitely top 20 in my top 10 greatest boxers of all time. All right. But it's just size, it's weight classes for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I've definitely been pushing against this fight. But since it's here, I'm no longer gonna. It's no need for me to complain about this fight anymore. Instead, I'm just gonna go ahead and run you about what I think needs to happen as far as what I feel like Terence Crawford should do in order to get the victory in this fight. Let me go ahead and get into the article real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and break down my opinion and then my thoughts of what Terence Crawford needs to do to set a specific game plan in order for him to have some level of success. And even with that, I still don't know, because ultimately we don't know what effects moving up to 168 pounds has on Terence Crawford. No matter how confident you are in Terence Crawford, and I hope Terence Crawford wins this fight with all my heart. I really do. But you can never be 100% sure, because we've never seen Terence Crawford fight at super middleweight or against a super middleweight opponent. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the article, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion. Shout out to Boxing News 24. Says Canelo and Crawford agreed to September fight in Las Vegas. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have reportedly agreed to a fight in September in Las Vegas. Last Saturday, the unified super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez, who has the record of 62-2 with 39 knockouts, met with Turki Al-Sheikh in London. Sources close to the operation tell me that an agreement has already been reached for Canelo and Terence Crawford to face each other in September of this year in Las Vegas. Canelo says Julianis, whatever. It's a smart move on Canelo's part to fight Crawford in September, because he'll be fighting him off a long layoff. The Nebraska native Bud hasn't fought since a narrow win over WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madrimov on August 3rd. Age and activity. This is part of the, man, you know what? We already here, so I'm not finna go back on it. There's no point of dwelling on it, because it looks like it's already here. Age and inactivity. Crawford is unlikely to take a risky fight before September contest against Canelo. Also, Crawford turns 38 on September 28th. So Canelo will be aging him a little more, making him wait a little longer before he gets his golden parachute retirement payday to fight against him. It's only 4 months from May to September, but that can be a lifetime when a person is nearing 40 like Crawford. We've all seen people age dramatically when they hit big 38, and it's not pretty. It might not matter to Crawford. He's just happy to be getting a payday. Julianis adds that both fighters will take interim fights, but Crawford might not choose to. He didn't look good against Madrimov, even against an average 154-pound contender. So clearly this guy has some type of disdain from Crawford, because, bro, Israel Madrimov is not an average fighter, bro. He's a really, really good fighter. Again, it just takes for these guys to stop being stupid to understand, like, bro, just because a guy is a foreigner and he's not known to you, if he makes it to that world-class level and has an extensive amateur pedigree like Israel Madrimov did, that dude is not. It's nothing average about him. So I hate when people do that. But anyways, he likely struggled due to the size, youth, and power of anyone he fought. Madrimov was punching holes through Crawford in that fight. No, he was not. Ideally, Crawford should take an interview fight. I guess he meant to say interim fight at 168 pounds. That's what I was. That's exactly what I was about to get into. Before getting his feet wet in a division fighting Canelo. Again, that's too risky. The 37-year-old has been too inactive since 2020, fighting once a year and only facing one quality guy, Madrimov. And he almost lost to him. I thought you just said he was average, though. Okay, anyways. Canelo is likely to fight a unification fight against super middleweight champion William Skull, who has the record of 23-0 with 9 knockouts on May Cinco de Mayo holiday weekend. This would allow Canelo to become two-time undisputed champion at 168. That's a big deal. No, it is not, because the dude got stripped of the IBF title and then is just about to get it back. Like that, it's not a big deal. Crawford will have to bulk up and have a chance against Canelo. He looked weak, old, and small against Madrimov. That's not true. For the fans who remember how Crawford looked against his fight at 147 pounds against Errol Spence, David Avanesian, Sean Porter, and Kell Brook, he doesn't look like that anymore. Terence has aged, and he's not helping himself by enjoying the fruits of his labor by fighting just once a year. This is a big fight that boxing fans and Crawford has been asking for, now it appears. All right, man, so let's talk about it, bro. Now, here's something that I want to talk about and address. This is going out to, all the people that push for this fight, especially on Terence Crawford's behalf. Should Canelo Alvarez win this fight, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's nothing that you guys can use as an excuse. You cannot use the fact that Terence Crawford, I can use it, right? I can, because that's why I pushed against this fight. I can use it. But if you go look at my previous videos about this fight, you'll see so many people commenting and just, kind of just like coming at me as if I'm a Terence Crawford hater, when actually I promise you I can bet so much money that I've watched and followed Terence Crawford's career before they have. I've always been a huge fan of Bud, always. But the guys that's been pushing for this fight, you guys cannot make any excuses should Canelo Alvarez beat Terence Crawford. Why? Because it reminds me of the situation with Rigondeaux and Lomachenko, right? Rigondeaux was fighting at 122 pounds. Lomachenko was fighting at 130. And everybody was, Rigondeaux was calling out Lomachenko. Lomachenko was ignoring it, like, man, I don't really want to fight, dude. I don't have no interest. But everybody was commenting on Lomachenko's on his Instagram. I'll never forget. Just go look around that time, around 2017. Go look around that time, like around late 2017. Everybody was like commenting, like, fight Rigo, and all this type of stuff. And then he fights him, and then people want to say, well, Rigo was too small. No, you can't do that when you pressed for this fight. And Canelo Alvarez had stated on numerous occasions, he was saying at first, like, bro, I don't want to make this fight. I get nothing out of it. This dude is a small fighter moving up. I get nothing out of fighting Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with it, and I was actually happy. I'm like, good, because this fight doesn't need to be made. But again and again, people kept pressing for this fight. So now if Terence Crawford moves up and he gets beat by Canelo, I don't want to hear you guys come back and say, well, Terence Crawford was too small in the weight. I don't want to hear that. You can't use that excuse anymore, because you knew that before calling for this fight. You knew everything that I if you follow my channel, I preach every reason why this fight shouldn't happen, and you guys still press for it. Most of you guys commented on my page still press for it. So it's no excuse should Canelo beat Terence Crawford. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And then furthermore, just throwing, insult to injury, like I was saying when I was reading the article, like, we don't know the type of impact that 168 pounds has on Terence Crawford. People are looking at Terence Crawford at 147 pounds and thinking like this is going to be the same to Crawford at 168. Listen, in order for Terence Crawford to win this fight, man, or to give himself a good chance, he's going to have to fight the fight like that he fought against Victor Postal, meaning he's going to have to do a lot of movement, bro. And with him doing a lot of movement, I just want you to think about that, man. the way you beat Canelo is you have to be good on your feet and you have to have good 1-2s, right? Look at all the guys that gave Canelo Alvarez trouble. Erislandy Lara, what does he do? He was good on his feet. Throws good 1-2s. Dimitri Bivol, great on his feet. Throws great 1-2s. Straight punches give Canelo Alvarez issues. You know what I'm saying? Straight punches give him issues, and if you're good on your feet. Floyd Mayweather actually stayed in the pocket with Canelo for 11 rounds. You know, the 12th one he moved around or whatnot, but Floyd Mayweather stayed in the pocket with him, but beat him with straight punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, Terence Crawford is amazing at that. But do you think, matter of fact, I don't even want to go back on it. The fight is here, so whatever, man. Terence Crawford is going to have to do that for 12 rounds. He cannot sit still with Canelo Alvarez, and he damn sure can't engage with Canelo Alvarez. He cannot engage in any in trade punches with Canelo Alvarez, because that's not going to be a smart move. He's going to have to literally be on his toes for 12 rounds straight. He's going to have to he's going, and I mean, the thing is, I don't know how that affects, how being 168 pounds is, I don't know what that weight is going to do. Can he, do it, with that extra weight? I don't know. And then furthermore, man, it would be crazy for him to sit out up until September, when he hasn't, his last fight was in August of 2024. It wouldn't make any type of sense at all, because you don't want to come off of a long layoff, move up 2 weight classes, and then go with one of the pound for pound best fighters of today's time. That's just not a smart thing to do. So with that being said, he's gonna have to have some type of tune-up. That's my keys in the background, y'all. I like sitting them in the front yard or whatnot. It just, I don't know why I like doing my videos out here. But anyways, he's gonna have to fight some, maybe not a big, well, I wouldn't even, he's gonna at least have to fight a middleweight, bro. Like, he can't, if he fights before September, which I would advise him to do, he can't fight a junior middleweight. He's gonna have to fight somebody that's gonna prepare him, or somewhat prepare him, so we can see what he actually looks like at 168 pounds, fighting at 168 pounds, and so he can see what he looks like fighting, or feel what it's like to fight at 168 pounds. Maybe that weight is, you just don't know, man. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that we don't know going into this fight that I just don't understand how anybody could be 100% confident. And it's no hating at all. It's absolutely no hating at all. It's just speaking facts. I would, as much as I love and respect Terence Crawford, I would say this respectfully to him. Like, it's like I would, it's so much that I don't know. It's impossible for me to be 100% confident. I'm gonna be going for you. Don't get it twisted. I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off, and then we're gonna put them hoes back on the car, and we're gonna keep riding. But it's just too much that we don't know going into this fight for me to say, yes, I'm 100% confident that Terence Crawford is going to beat Canelo Alvarez. If they was in the same weight class, I'd pick Terence all day, every day. And I would bet plenty money on it. But they're not. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?